I want to share with you a perspective that radically transformed my life and the way I view others and myself. So, a few years back, I had a personal shattering in my own life that at the time seemed like beyond hopeless. And now that I know where I am, it became the biggest blessing. But in that season, I was battling with people pleasing, and I had spent my whole life pleasing others, worried about what they thought. So when I had this shattering, it was like, whoa, how am I going to tell people? How am I going to please them? My life is not what I wanted it to be. The career that I was going for suddenly left me so cold and empty. What do I do? And I had a therapist at the time that I was really wrestling with all of this. And she radically transformed my perspective because I was so worried and caught up about how I would paint my life to look beautiful for others. And she asked me, you don't have to share what you don't want to share. And have you thought about asking them about their life, about what they're doing, about what's special to them right now? And it honestly made me really rethink everything because I had been so caught up in myself that I realized I hadn't really taken time to think about others and their stories and what how they're even doing. I was so caught up in me. And so I began to take her advice and put it into practice. And I remember just being fascinated. Suddenly, my own blinders of just one career and all about me and my life and my path was shattered. And I saw the world in a completely different light, just completely wide open. And I was fascinated in how people came to their unique fields and industries. I remember I had to get my blood drawn, and suddenly I was just so fascinated with my phlebotomist and how she even stumbled into that career. It was a career that I never even really took much time, but here I was getting my blood drawn. I was like, I bet she has a story. And she was telling me how much she loved her job and how she really believed she was meant to be there, that she felt God opened the door for her. And it made me realize, wow, there are so many niche jobs around the world, and honestly, so many hidden jobs that I'm not even aware of that make my life easier on a daily basis. And I just realized how unique the body of Christ really is, how unique God created us. And I wanted to begin tapping into the unique gifts that God had given me to the unique purpose He had for me. It wasn't just in a solid career, but it allowed me to see myself the way God sees me, knowing that it's far bigger than me. And see others the way He created them, seeing the gold in them, like, wow, I couldn't be a phlebotomist. I don't get joy, but thank you for doing that. And just having gratitude for the uniqueness, because if we all did the same things, we wouldn't get anything done. So we need each other. And I'm just so thankful for this perspective because it took my mind off of me and the need to perform and get the approval of others, and instead have that growth mindset that I'm made for greatness. God made me for a purpose, and when I partner with Him, I allow Him to use me the unique way He created me for His kingdom. And so I just pray, if you're there, if you feel like, I don't like where my life is right now, I don't know how I'm going to explain this to people, and you have that burden of people pleasing, I pray that you get God's perspective on your situation and also allow Him to give you the chance to get curious and excited about the testimony of others and how they got to the industry that they love, because there's power in our testimony. And if He did it for them, He could do it for you. So just allow yourself to get excited about other people and what they're doing, and then to embrace how God made you and to step into who He called you to be. All right, have a blessed day. I hope this encouraged someone to take people pleasing off. It's so much bigger than us, and just to partner with others to step into who He's created you to be.